A group of Edmond Boy Scouts and an adult leader were recently honored for saving one of their own. Ben Edwards slipped into the freezing rapid waters in June of 2015 in Colorado, and thanks to the life-saving skills those scouts learned, Edwards was rescued. So joining us this morning, we have Will, we have Chris, and we have Gus. And thank you so much for being with us here.
Yeah, thank you for having us
today. And congratulations on the medals. They are well deserved.
Thank you.
That is for sure. Take me back to June of 2015 and what happened that day.
We were hiking. We were trying to get 50 miles up outside of Durango in the Weminuche Wilderness, and we had been hiking for a bit, and we were beginning our ascent up into the Chicago Basin, where we were going to be doing most of our hikes out of a base camp. And the group of boys had gotten a little bit ahead of the adults, and that's when it happened. Is we had stopped for a minute by this river to wait for them to catch up, and then that's when it all kind of went down. And
your friend Ben got stuck in the waters, trapped underneath a tree.
Yeah,
is that right?
So the way it happened was I had seen Ben kind of near the river earlier, and all I heard was another scout, Derek Denny. All I heard him say was, "Oh my God, Ben!" And so I kind of look over to where Ben was, but he wasn't there anymore. And then I look in the river, and all I see is this bright yellow neon shirt that he was wearing, just going down the river. And from where he slipped in to where the tree was, it was probably about 50 feet of freezing cold rapids. And I mean, at no point was the river more than maybe knee deep, but that water could throw boulders down the river.
So forceful.
And so I just started screaming out his name to try and get everybody else's attention. And I saw that the tree was down there, and I kept on screaming at him, even though he probably couldn't hear me, to grab onto that tree and hold on until we were able to get there. And at that point, once everybody was down there, my brother was the first to try and do anything, and he got what was essentially just a small tree and tried to get Ben with that, but it was
just whatever you could grab and get out to him.
The tree was so rotten, and Ben was being forced under the tree more and more with every passing moment, so that tree wasn't enough to pull him out. And at that point, Gus realized that he needed to get his boots off and get in there and try to grab Ben, because there was kind of a calm spot right next to where Ben was.
There was an eddy where he was, and I, as much as you can think when that's happening, I had kind of figured that he slipped, so I took my shoes off so I could feel the bottom, and I basically walked out to where he was caught on the tree. It was about on his chest. It was kind of pulling him under it, because he was over a waterfall, more or less, not a big waterfall, but enough that if he'd gone over, it wouldn't have been the same.
And you really saved the day, and this happened in the blink of an eye. And Chris, I know you were Gus's dad. What kind of skills are in place for these young men to have known exactly how to react in that moment?
Well, there's no whitewater rapid life-saving badge for sure, but just the overall scouting skills that these kids learn. I mean, they learn life-saving and emergency preparedness and all these different overall skills, and so it just all kind of clicked in for them. Most importantly, they just knew that there was somebody in the water that needed help, and they just went in to help.
And you said Ben is doing just fine now.
Yep, he's great.
Do you even remember that moment? I know we were talking before we took this interview. Adrenaline just kind of takes over your body. Do you have many memories of exactly what happened, or is this kind of all, somebody else telling you exactly what took place afterwards?
It's kind of one of those things, at least for me, I remember times when I stopped moving, but once I was moving again, it's just kind of like a blur, because I was at the top at the trail, and then when I ran down to the creek, I don't really remember anything, and then I stopped for a second, and then that's what I remember, and then when I got in the water, it's just kind of like everything turns off, and you just kind of have one goal.
You just go, and it's about survival and saving friends, and you are heroes. Whether or not you want to admit it, you are. You saved the day, and Ben's family is forever thankful for you. What does it mean to get the Medal of Honor and the Medal of Merit? What did that mean to you two? All three of you, really?
Well, it's a huge honor, and this was the most Medal of Merits ever given to Boy Scouts for a single event having happened ever. And so I feel like that was a huge honor for us, that so many people were able to help out in getting him out and to make sure that he was safe. And for these two, the Medal of Honor, I'll let them kind of.
What does that feel like?
We just did what had to be done.
Yeah.
You know, I got there, you know, the kids were way ahead because the adults were behind, you know, we're slow. And so there's a kid in the water, we run, my son's in the water, they're doing all they can to help. You just react, you know. I mean, the medal's a great honor, but honor or not, there was a need there, you know, critical. And so you just respond.
And Gus, last question goes to you. To anybody who's watching this morning and they're thinking about joining Boy Scouts, what's your biggest takeaway from being part of this group? And what advice would you give?
I would say that if you want to get involved, go for it. It's a great program. It's honestly helped me a lot, not just in scouting, but in other aspects of my life. I've become a lot better at so many skills because it's not just like basic camping, all that stuff. You learn that stuff, but that's not the only stuff you learn. There's so many other ways that you can apply yourself and your training in this. It's one of the things that I think I'll always be glad I did is get in scouting and get my eagle and learn all of these skills that I'm going to be able to use for the rest of my life.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, all three of you, for stopping by. I'm going to shake your hand because y'all are heroes, and appreciate the time that you took to come talk with us today, and your humility as well is unmatched here. So we really appreciate your time. And KOCO 5 News at 9 o'clock, we continue right after this break.